innocent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Hope? Well, that isn't too bad, is it now? Welcome back to the Venso estate, the town that is most definitely abuzz. Stress reduction activities are less effective, but Warbadon and Lily must enjoy what they can. So the flagellant, unsurprisingly, shall go to flagellation over in the penance halls. I bleed for Cthulhu and all that. And then Warbadon, did you have anything? You cannot gamble, well... have a drink then. So with that out of the way... who do we have on the stagecoach? More abominations, enlightened eagle eye... do think that these two are just in general better. Then Meoles, negative accuracy on range skills, but that's zealous accusation mostly. And they are fated unholy haters of a crusader, which I'll have to admit is a pretty good combination. Then Vitalis, Armor Tinker, Resilient Ablutomania, Automatonophobia. Don't think I have one occultist for myself yet. But they aren't that good. So I can make do without. Lovett. Well, they adventure for sure. They're afraid of beasts and obsessed with paranormal, as opposed to the diurnal hylomaniac with hard skin and hatred of men. I think I'll have to look into getting Vitalis and Meoles recruited. Who might I be able to... I don't think I really have an option of kicking somebody out now. So I'll just make more space for these fellows.
Foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Oops, not you.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
Did I just use what I was saving for here? Yes, I did. Well, shouldn't be too hard to get more of them deeds. We are not in any hurry to go to the courtyard, I would love to say. And here we have Necromancer Apprentice we are supposed to deal with. Might as well make an honest attempt, but the fortifying garlic isn't exactly what we are looking for here. So it's more likely that we'll pay a visit to the Weald. A short skirmish. A good introductory mission for our fellows. And that means we can take... let's see here. Just with killing, as opposed to cleanliness and manic for money. We'll take Vogan for now. But before we do that, we'll have to remove Durandal. And then to have a healer with this, Vitalis shall serve. They vulnerability hex, so they can be joined by the bounty hunter, who doesn't really want to be in the first slot, do they? But they are level 0, this should be fine enough as it is. The Hands from the Abyss is also unusable from Well, I'm not spending money on these fellows yet. And then, who would we have as the last one to join us? Ross? Maybe you? Well, since we already have people who mark, why not? Let's see here again. Yes, yes, wheeled adventurer even. This should be good. Although the mission is short, we are looking to clear that boss soon enough. Just want something a little bit more lucrative out of it. Let's break these people in. So... that'd be... they will probably eat about twice. And 2 shovels should do it. Now I can move the bandages. And they are newbies, so 7 torches. 3 skeleton keys. There's no need for the blood as of now. Bit more bandages, I think. And couple anti-venoms. And the herbs for good measure. But that should be about it, yes. Let's put you guys to work.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
You didn't put any trinkets on ya, which may have been a little mistake, but... let's see, 4 rooms, 3 rooms, it's less of a backtrack if we go this way. So you want to look at that. Well, nothing there.
Nature herself.
And that's the first shovel out of the way already.
Spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
That's a room battle, so let's prepare adequately.
A blazing star is born.
So let's mark a target. But before we do that, they have 5 speed and they've got 3 speed, so it's probably someone from the front that should do this. And then let's collect the bounty.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Then it's them moving, I see. Yep, nothing too bad. And then, before that gets to do anything, let's throw a stun on them. Right now. That would not kill anything, so let's sniper shot that one down for the guaranteed kill. And now... we can deal with damage, but Blight tends to deal more of it. No stun, huh? Well, let's just deal with it then. Should taken 6 damage now. Yes, they are blighted, I know. You are... if you cannot heal yourself, heal your friend. Who can then return the favor? And manacles incoming. Still no stun, huh? Well, Bola.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We can pick up whatever's in the chest once we come back, when we maybe have a little bit less torch. What's over here then? This is why I took the herbs with me. That should be more than enough food. And that's a trap, so 80, 50, 50, 60. Hey, you do that. And we're scouting for the final room just as well, and it's a room battle, so we need it to come this way. Good. Hunger strikes, but we just got a good pile of that, so no problem there.
Wealth beyond measure.
And let's
Awarded
put
to the
on a
brave
bit
and the
more
foolhardy
light,
alike.
so... Let's begin with not letting the artillery do their job. Finish him. Good kill. Well, let's go for it, why not? Didn't. No real surprise there. Let's put a hex over there. So now they're rending the marked. Since there's a mark over there, the mark's going to last for a bit. Might as well take that one down.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Those are rending the marked, which we'll have to put a stop to. No. 4 to 8, whereas... Well, it's 4 to 8 here too. Well, let's soften it up a bit for the arbalest to hopefully kill, but that will not be the case. Well, I would love to finish it off with you. I'll just got to put a heal over there. Well, I'll try it again next time. Right, another stun would be in order. Let's just try this blight thing. Remove someone from the equation completely. Start whacking at this fellow. Right, so let's try this again. We are making progress. Not the fastest progress there is, but it's progress nonetheless. Oh, let's see here. Let's just heal over there. Since he's in trouble.
That cuts on its own.
Right, more manacles. On the more surviving one, I think. And then beat down on the
onslaught.
non-stunned one.
Them all.
A fair reconstruction here. And you can put some bandages on the oculist.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Could heal stress, or could try to go for the stun again. There's a 35% chance for it, but... yeah, let's just heal stress. We haven't got any marks on the party or anything. Another heal here, so the occultist can then reconstruct our front line, and we are looking pretty good again. So now, manacles! Vulnerability hex. and collect bounty.
Formation is broken. Maintain the
That's
offensive.
that fight dealt with. So let's head back. Oh, a trap had
Mechanical
spawned right
hazards
there.
possessed by evil intent.
Not very polite of this place, but we are not expecting the place to be polite for us. It's going well thus far. So let's see, I did bring a fair few torches. How much would I need to reduce this? Yeah, that's more loot already. Should be good.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
On we go. So now we are heading to the other part of this area. So let's see. What's this? But for tangle with unruly louds, cultists, ferocious but clumsy. I see. And now we have lost our remaining shovel. Not too many torches remain, so I guess we are not going to be on radiant light much longer. Not that it looks like we need it, since the last room battle is undeniably there. A lot of curios in that one hallway. 2 torches, might actually want to save them both for the final room. So what are you? Ectoplasm. Well, that's a bounty to collect.
Another one falls.
And if we stun that one, 50-50. We lost 50-50. Seems that it was not a real problem anyhow. Let's put on some heals, shall we? There was an attempt. Well, I trust that the bounty hunter... Well, apparently they didn't move before that, and now we have 2 of them. Excellent.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Well, let's deal with it faster then. No fooling around with heals, I guess. Other than the arbalest, since they're gonna shoot at that spot.
Executed with impunity.
If I had been smart, I would have used the word reconstruction again on the arbalest, but that didn't quite plan, did it?
Fall.
Luckily enough, this isn't that hard of a dungeon, so we should be able to make it
A
through.
fortune waiting to be spent.
So, well, the arbalest has started bleeding. They got plenty of these. And here we have... Yup. And this room shouldn't have anything in it. And it doesn't. We managed to surprise the enemy in the dark. Well, it's still plus monster surprised, so... I guess we can deal with the damage, but stress is something that would cost us money back in the hamlet. And that's not exactly something I would like to happen. Let's mark that one so both the arbalest and the bounty hunter can then hit it. While we finish off that acolyte if we at all can, which we cannot.
eradicated.
Well, that was a crit, alright. So let's see here. Manacles on the one that's more likely to survive. Word reconstruction, the one that took damage. Then let's collect the bounty. And take the sniper shot.
The ground quakes.
That's going better already. Absolution for the heals. Reconstruction for the heals. Yup, that's a good one. I'll collect bounty because it's a human, which is not exactly very happy. But we should be done pretty quick. Let's just heal the stress away. A vulnerability hex set over here. Some bandages here. And the bounty is mine.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
And you still want to examine these, do ya? Oh well. Let's burn the remaining torches for the final fight we are to encounter. Right, so as I've said earlier, stress is what costs me money later, health is a non-issue. So let's place a vulnerability hex there. So the arbalest can get to work. And let's try this one on that. Dodge. Well, arbalest, can you get a shot there? You can. It's not quite a kill though. Well then, heals are in order, I'd say. And then some old-fashioned 185% stun resist. That's a lot of stun resistance. I have no idea why they're getting that much, but they are. Might as well stun a damage dealer then. Why are you pulling my occultist? Well, the order's now a bit messed up, but this shot should clear the stress fellow. And let's try flashbanging the other. We even got the stun since it already moved. Right, so now then, let's collect the bounty of it. No? No then. You should go back to your spot so the abomination can act. That's a bit more like it. Give him the manacle.
Blow.
And before they get to act again,
Impressive.
pull in the bolas. Now then. The rest of this should be simple, since those cannot stress at all. Let's just try to get rid of the abomination stress. So we can bring them on to the next one as well, if need be. Well, they are damaging him, but Absolution's going to heal just right through that anyhow. And damage.
Decisive pummeling.
Reconstruction. For hopefully no additional bleeding. They're both at 6, both as likely to die. That's a kill. More Absolution. Almost no stress at all. Vulnerability hex in, and once we get to collecting the bounty, that should do it. So give him the axe. There we go. Cannot carry the blood, so let's drop a bit of the food.
Merely a trick of the light?
Quest complete. Let's just take a look at this altar first. Beautiful fountain. Looks unaffected by the surrounding chaos. Well, I think it'd be holy water that'd go here. 12, 7... But let's try if anti-venom does anything. Yeah, nothing. Well, what if you just drink from it? Ah, that's the stress gone. Well, mission was a success. No two ways about it.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
So we got more damage for highwaymen. 7,000 gold or so. And a fair bit of the papers we needed. And we got some good resolve experience for people. Well, diurnal for Ross, which is a shame, but we'll scrounge a natural swing for Wogan and Tustain respectively, which are pretty good, I'll have to say. So back to the hamlet. Wonder if there's anything new over on this stagecoach.
A sanguine memory to me.
The town remains abuzz, and stress reduction activities are still less effective. So Wobadon had a night on the town and recovered 41 stress. Apparently that's not something very effective. Alele is feeling strong and powerful after challenging the flesh and has recovered 90 stress. That's more like it. Yep, that's a mission done. Could take a mission where I could have a flagellant. With perhaps a grave robber out as well. But what's over on the boss side of things? Gunslinger's Buckle. Damage ranged, accuracy ranged, but melee goes worse. That's a better item, I'll have to say. If we combine it with the Flashfire Powder, that's a 30% damage increase already. Which isn't even bad. And oh, we got a hood for the flagellant of ours. So let's sort that by rarity. And have a look at the stagecoach. What do we have? A Hellion with Lazy Eye, which shouldn't matter. Deviant Tastes, which only takes out one place. Then On Guard, which is excellent, and Irrepressible, which works out. So I say this is a higher we'll take, given we don't have a Hellion yet. Then Mowbray, you have Eagle Eye, you have Thick Blood, but your shots scatter and you don't really resist stuns, so you don't quite go above Vitalis. Then Tangsock. We only have Saloon so far for heal, so we might want another. You're an Unholy Slayer and Ruminator. I don't really appreciate Ruminators. And you would have to be taught the party heal, alright. Was already looking at you wouldn't have either, but there's the Divine Grace. Think about it. Berniers, the Jester. So you get quite a bit of boost on healing skills while camping. But you'll only drink and your range skills are worse. Well, melee, 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 ranged, melee. That's a buff, and that's a stress heal. Looks like good camping skill, that one too. But do I want a Jester? I would have the space for it.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Might as well.
He will be laughing still at the end.
So now, if we are aiming for the Necromancer, who would we be taking with us? Let's sort this by level. It's most likely that Reynold would be with us, even if the Kleptomania kind of irritates me. And you won't be needing that. Healthstone, yeah, yes, that. Overture box would give you a good bit of HP for your work, also dodge. But you would lose accuracy. It's only 2 though. So we'll equip you with that for now. And so Reynold, you'll be in the front line against the Necromancer. Then you got the runs. Yeah, that's just not going to work, is it? Forgot to heal that, and now we won't really need that Gunslinger's Buckle, do we? It's a good one though. Can we replace Saloon? That's the question. Can we replace them? Let's look at the options here. What did you have? You had a tapeworm. You can deal with it for now. Then there are you people who I cannot take on a boss fight. It just won't work out. So Reynold. Perhaps Durandal. So if we put Reynold and Durandal at the front, who would we put at the back? Well, we have Vitalis. Plus stress versus humans, not that good, but... And we'd have to change that for something more usable. As well as weakening curse not being that good. We could take Venoi. But they are level 0. Probably not a good idea. Can't take Wargun. Warbedon's still a bit too stressed and they got tetanus. Not good when you're supposed to hit your things. So Reynold, Durandal... Am I taking Saloon with no dodge and reduced maximum HP? Probably not. Perhaps it's best to take Vitalis and Ross again. So it'd be Reynold, Durandal, Vitalis, and Ross. Yeah, this looks like a party to me. And let's take a look at your trinkets before I take a look at your skills. Reynold, you are good. Then you got 5 dodge thanks to your quirk giving it to you. And you definitely are going to need that move resistance since lepers move like, well, lepers. Then anything else I should consider for you? Damage stone, perhaps? Yeah, you take that damage stone. If your thing is to do damage, you might as well. Then on you. Don't think anything here is particularly useful. So we'll save your slots. You got more for healing skills, which is good. And I think that's actually fine as it is. Since this is a longer one, I think I'm going to be taking the stress heal out with me. And since we are aiming to be doing things, that's not going to unlock that. No, that's a fair loadout. I'm not using Bulwark of Faith that much. Then Durandal. Do I need to clear corpses with Necromancer? Probably not, since he just raises corpses to fight again. Chop and hew. Then what have I taken for you currently? Not taken with stand. Think we can make do if we... Yeah, we need to hit multiple places, and Reynold might want to stand behind Durandal if we need to use intimidation. Yeah, that looks about right. Then you would need... Well, first things first, word reconstruction is what we are using. So we'll be taking that. I don't know if you should have the stab. So I'll take you with the artillery or the demon's pull. Think we actually won't bother. Let's take the pull, since our frontliners are what they are. And the mark can have an upgrade. I don't like weakening curse that much, but don't think I want to use the money to get you another skill really either. But Hands from the Abyss is not going to get used, so... And you, sniper shot, yes. Sniper's mark, do I want it? I don't know. Battlefield bandage, that I use. Blind fire. I I think that's good enough actually. That's the most use I'm gonna get out of those skills. And I'm not using the bolas for the knockback either. Yeah, that's about it. Just need to swap these two guys around. And we'll be off to beat the necromancer senseless. Firewood and camping. Oh yeah, I should take a look at your camping skills. Yup, that's what we are going to use, reflection. And then Reynold has zealous speech, that's already 8 units used. Then let's see here. Unspeakable Commune prevents nighttime ambush but stresses us, while what you can do is restring your crossbow for damage but less speed. Oh, that's a good heal you have there. I think we can work with these skills. Let's see. We are going to need much more food. 16 should be enough. That lets us feast and have 2 normal meals. No, I'm going to take a bit more since this is a boss and I should not be risking things right about now. Then, as for torches, that looks like a fair amount to me. And skeleton keys, 3 of shovels, 3 of 4 of additional holy water, or sin, yeah, 1. And this should do it. Yeah, this should do it. Let's leave some space for loot as well.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat? A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
So here we are. We have 2 possible areas for the boss to be in. And they're usually further away, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could be there, they could be there. So let's go and have a look at this direction. We're probably going to go through both ways, so if we are going to make a looting run afterwards with less torch, that'd be a possibility. Perhaps even preferred.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And now we'll be going in the room with radiant light. Let's keep our fighting spirits up. And the first order of business is to remove those stress people out. Did I forget to set your new skills? I have forgotten. Well, that's on me. That's on me. No dodge, no dodge. Yes, dodge. The Bone Courtier's an easier target, so...
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
So let's see here. Hugh has a very real chance of taking the Bone Rabble out, so it didn't. Well, suppressing fire should, but we are going to take the sniper shot here in order to clean that guy up for good, but that we didn't do. Well, cannot get everything.
Confidence surges as the
The
enemy
holy
crumbles.
papers did solve that problem, however. That's hits we are taking, but hits we also are able to take. Chop that man down.
Decimated.
And now... let's heal this Crusader fellow up a bit. And since there's only 1 HP there, might as well put suppressing fire
Give them
down.
no quarter.
And now we got to clear corpses. 1 corpse down. And, well, since you are there, might as well stun that person before they do any more harm. Onward you go, Reynold, back to your spot. Hew down these corpses, will ya? Now we are talking. So let's put a mark on them so we'll absolutely hit. Some healing here on the other healer. And chop. No chopping, I see. 1 forward. Nothing good comes out if we just toy around, but we haven't really had success in killing them either. Well, let's heal the Crusader. Bolas out,
As the
and
fiend
that's the
falls,
kill.
A faint hope blossoms.
Right, so let's set your skills straight. You got the correct ones. You haven't got the correct ones. There we go. You now have the correct ones. And you have the correct ones. And as I was saying, we'll be coming back here later on. Let's do this loop-de-loop right about now.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Depending on what's in these rooms, we might do something, but I'm not going to open these books at random. So what do we have here? Scouting opportunity. That reveals to us that this is an hallway with curios. Which we might as well just open, since it's not too likely we are going to be returning this far again.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
So let's see here. More torches. And the hallway fight. Right. Now we are taking the biggest damage dealer right to us. And we'll have to see how this works out. A shot there
Formation
takes
is
them out,
broken.
actually. Excellent.
Maintain the offensive.
Then you... Well, if there's just those two, might as well heal up a bit. Including stress. So you got 32. You are the worst of Reynold, so... And then chopping we go.
Executed with impunity.
And more stress heals. And since they also heal HP, might as well give it the leper this time. And since we are trying to avoid damage, a weakening curse there. Heal on the Crusader. And now we should be killing them, so let's just try to do that. Negative 60% damage. So Reynolds healing stress for us for now.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Before we start
them
getting any more, might as
all.
well finish that fight off. There's no telling if the necromancer's there, but they shouldn't.
Finding the
Oops.
stuff is only the first test.
So
Now it
let's
must be
see
carried
if it
home.
is. A fair bit of torch just in case, and it's not the necromancer, and we are surprised. Not good. Well, you are coming to the front row then. I have a Crusader who just desperately wants to meet you. So you go back too, and we have almost fixed this. So we are stunning you, so there's no more stress coming from your way. And this will kill them the next time, so we might as well put him to the spot he belongs to. Now... that's pull 2, so let's make things a little bit harder for the Arbalest. At least they are not quarreling. Then... shot their way. And let's see here. Do I want to heal stress? Yes, I actually might just as well. And then you are chopping them down unless hewing. Hewing's likely to do it. But I'm not playing around with stress dealers. Right, they've almost fixed their problem. Well, now they've fixed their problem. That's a word deconstruction. Reconstruction coming right up. Now... no use letting them just toy around. If we could be dealing with them. So, yep. Now it's looking more like it. We should be able to leverage this situation for our advantage. Can we kill? It's a possibility, but there's no guarantee of it, so I'll just put up a heal. Well, there's also a bleed, but... can't win all the lotteries, can we? Hugh's going to take care of those people, so might as well go for the stress healing.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Right, and then... some heal to the front row. One off. Can't heal self. Well, let's just take this fight out of the way. So this is
This
a
expedition at
Crusader
least
only
promises
thing.
success.
For protection but minus crit. Comparing to this, I don't know if it's worth it. We might carry it with us though. Do we really need anti-venom? I don't think we do. But we could always just use the bandages now, save ourselves from 4 damage. As opposed to saving ourselves from nothing. And a sarcophagus that is slightly ajar. So now, what our agenda would be to make it there, since there's no fights. Maybe even a bit further. We've lots of torches remaining, so we might as well make a loot run on this end of things now. So shift, control and click.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Let's see what's in here. Thanatophobia. Plus stress is if HP below 50%. There's probably some supply item that can be used on that. Maybe it's the holy water. I'll have to check sometime. Although I use holy water for everything in the ruins. Now that I think of it, there can be a fight in this here hallway, which would be rather unfortunate.
A star-spawned horror.
Yeah, unfortunate indeed. We have encountered a secret boss. Not quite what was planned, not quite what was planned. Well, let's do what we can about it. We cannot run as things are now, so...
Well struck.
Undulating withdrawal. And it has spawned Shambler Sycophants. With a fair bit of dodge. So let's see. Good kill, but there's no guarantee of it. Let's try to stun one. Clapperclaw. Not that much damage, but a fair amount of stress. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going at all. Obtrudus advancement.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
So let's heal. That's one of the claws down. And now we have the Crusader, who cannot really do much, especially since they are pretty much immune to this. I'd have a 10% chance, but I'm not taking it. So I'm just beating it down if I can.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Don't like that at all. Also I'm not enjoying that low roll on that, and the fact I have one anti-venom. Two, alright. No use for it now. If I take the shot, I'm not killing it since it has protection. The hell? Excuse me? Alright. Let's get that in front so we can get rid of it. Well, no then. All we can do is keep beating at this guy, so let's keep beating at this guy. We may be able to get it down. It's advancing, of course it is. A new thing has arrived. It's just getting those things up. Well, guess we gotta figure something else out. Reconstruction. Now that's getting to work. We are hewing.
Another one falls.
Good. We might actually get this thing down. Sniper shot!
It could be dismissed as a fever dream,
It's dead.
if not for the corpses.
It's dead. Right. We are all suffering greatly. And truly being punished. But I do think we can take this. Let me mark that and put suppressing fire down. We need to clear that corpse out of the way. Of course, we need to clear that corpse out of the way. Now we have it where we want it. And we have somebody at the death's door.
Stage for heroism or cowardice.
Well, we have someone right out of the death's door at the very least. Well, chop. 4 damage. Okay, it's something. Let's make healing that go a bit easier. What can you do? They don't have that much stun resistance, so let's go for it. Right. At least they're not buffing themselves anymore. Heal the guy whose heals have been boosted. Now let's go for it. It is done.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely
It is done.
a trick of the light?
Never again. Never again. We are camping. We are camping as soon as possible. That's getting tossed. And for the 100 gold... If only we could camp here, but no. We'll just have to skip it. This is a Kira which I'm not interested in. This is a curio I am interested in. Poisoned herb, plague doctor only. Busts. Can't take busts as it is. Can't take gold as it is. Well, we'll be tossing those herbs for the gold. And citrine for the busts. And I don't know what's next on the list. Well, the Defender's Seal can go, it's not particularly good. And Jade can stay behind. There are no fights promised. So we should be able to make it to the first
If only treasure could
unscouted
staunch
room.
the flow of otherworldly corruption.
4 crests. Well, health stones are not particularly good or rare, so that can go. I may need the food later. So let's see, this is looted. And that you are just going to loot for yourself, are ya? Well, nothing too important. Then over here, hunger strikes again. It's getting even more unlikely that we'd get to feast. At least that's already been looted, you thief. Well, let's see here. 70, 60, 70. Might as well let you try. You got a fair bit of stress, and you failed.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
A shame. But if we made it through the Shambler, we should be able to do the rest of this. We didn't incur too many losses. That's unfortunate.
Circle in the dark.
Is
The battle may yet be won.
I don't think we have enough food remaining to feast now. Since then a later hunger would really deal a blow to our survivability, so we're just going to have to accept that it's a full meal and nothing more. So we need you to reflect. And we need the zealous speech. Then there's this stand tall, alternatively the field dressing. Do we think that the occultist needs immediate attention? Or would we rather remove the debuffs on the Arbalest? And I think it's the Arbalest actually. If we get a nighttime ambush, this is just... Then this quest is going all places except the correct place. And it's a nighttime ambush. Yup. This might well be the
And now
one.
the true test. Hold fast, or expire.
Yeah, that's a death blow. We are getting out of here. We cannot escape from this yet. So it cannot be helped, but we just have to slog through this fight and then retreat from the quest. We fought the Shambler instead of what we were meaning to fight. But that was a fight on its own right. Some days things just don't go your way, you know? But it's as they say. Darkest Dungeon is about making the best out of the worst. And sometimes quests, they will fail. And it cannot always be helped. We are taking home what we can take home from this. Since we sure are not going against the Necromancer
Destroy.
without 4 people.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I was punished for my decision to not heal the ally close to death, instead removing the mortality debuffs. Well, such is life.
You will endure this loss and learn from it.
That I have. Endearing and learning. That's what's going on here. Rest in peace, Vitalis. So you are obsessed with killing, while you have an additional virtue chance.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Yeah, town remains abuzz. We were unable to stop the Necromancer. Vitalis met the final fate. But we did slay the Shambler. Next time, we should have learned from this mistake. But we may have committed yet another. Now, before I forget, for the umpteenth time, Saloon, get yourself treated. And we'll see what the Venso estate will be up against next week.